Yasser Arafat's picture is right behind me, so you can see that I am at the Consulate of Palestine in Erbil. Let's see what is the Consul General doing and how is he spending his life in Erbil. Nazmi Hazouri was born in 1958 in Akka City in Palestine. His family were busy with business. Hazouri couldn't spend long time in his country. At the age of 1, his family decides to leave Palestine and go to Lebanon. Hazouri is for more than 8 years the Consul General of Palestine in Erbil. He is living with his family here. Hello? How are you doing?
Welcome to the Palestinian home.
Thanks a lot.
Please.
Thank you. Mr. Consul, the consulate is nice.
Really? Do you like it?
Yes.
Here we do a lot of work related to the Palestinian citizens who live here. Also we have diplomatic affairs with KRG and political parties, consulates and the society.
Are there many Palestinians living here?
Around 150 Palestinian families live in KRG. That is around 300 individuals. After 8 years of working here, I can say Kurdistan is the land of stability, peace and security. Life here is peaceful with the coexistence. Kurdish people are warm.
Hazouri is going to read a poem written by Mahmoud Darwish. The poem is written for the Kurdish people.
Mahmoud Darwish was still young when in 1965 he wrote a poem for Kurdistan. Darwish became famous after writing this poem. Although he was an Arab writer, he didn't become a racist and stood with the Kurds without knowing much about Kurdistan.
دون أن يعرف كردستان. كردستان معكم قلوب الناس. لو طارت قذائف في الجبال معكم عيون الناس. فوق الشوك تمشي لا تبالي. معكم عبيد الأرض من خصر المحيط إلى الشمال. معكم أنا، معكم أبي، أمي، وزيتوني وعطر البرتقال. معكم عواطفنا، قصائدنا، جنودنا في القتال.
You see?
Wow! What is all this?
I see these awards and medals as a great honor. They're not just mine. They belong to the whole of Palestinians. They are for honoring heroic Palestinian families and a remembrance for the Palestinian martyrs who died fighting for peace and freedom. This is why I don't see these as my property only. This photo is taken in President Barzani's office. It was a great honor for us to visit him as the consulates of the Arab countries. We discussed the latest political changes in the region, Kurdish cause and Arab countries' affairs. The meeting was very special. President Barzani told us, "You're not foreigners, you are part of my family. When I'm amongst you, I'm amongst people who are dear to me." We noted President Barzani's compassion for Arab leaders and kings. In this meeting, Jalal Talabani wasn't able to talk, but with his facial expression, he told us a lot. His feelings were leading him His eyes contact and body language told us a lot. His eyes were full of water. He completely understood the importance of Kurdistan-Palestinian relationship, also relationship with other Arab countries as well.
What did you say to him? And he started to cry.
When I told him greeting and thanks from the Palestinian people for visiting Palestine in 1975 to help defending our country, you were accompanying Yasser Arafat, the leader of the Palestinian Revolution, George Habash, and President Mahmoud Abbas. May he live long. You were also supporting Kurdish leaders for the sake of Palestine.
He tells me that he always likes food. This is why I am going to take him to a Kurdish traditional restaurant. As we all know, politics is a part of everything in the Middle East. Don't blame us if we are talking politics while we eat. Now we are at a traditional place.
A beautiful place.
Do you see similar things between Palestine and somewhere like here?
There is a lot of similarity between Kurdistan and Palestine regarding the traditional places, nature and colors. We sit down in these places the same way as you do here. We sit down on the ground. We use the same carpets and mattresses. I really feel like I'm in Palestine now.
Are there more things you see daily and you say, we have this in Palestine too?
About the nature. When I visit Duhok, I feel like I'm in Jenin city. And in Acre town, I feel like I'm in Nablus. There is a lot of similarity in the landscape of the two countries. Shaqlawa reminds me of Ramallah. The nature is very similar, but Palestine is greener and remains green during all the seasons. We have similarity even in politics. We are both victims of Sykes-Picot Agreement. This agreement put Palestine under invaders' hands and divided Kurdistan. I always say what Kurdistan has achieved is very impressive. You have your flag, national anthem, president, prime minister, security and freedom for the Kurdish people. These are blessings for the Kurdish people. We don't have these blessings in Palestine. There is a wide variety of Palestinian cuisine and dishes. They change according to the areas. I like the Kurdish food, especially rice with pomegranate sauce. If you bring me that rice, I will not exchange it for a lamb.
Oh, you are going to choose the rice. I like rice with pomegranate sauce as well.
Yes, the rice should be with pomegranate sauce. I always talk about this rice for Palestinian people and my friends in Lebanon, and I eat a lot of it.
Where did you eat that? You should try it in Hauraman.
I ate it in Qaradakh,
Yes?
in Rania, in Chamchamal.
After his daily routine, he has two main hobbies, running and swimming. We run a bit and he tells us about his other hobbies.
First, this is giving attention to sports. Then it is encouraging the youth. I have participated in marathons since I was very young.
Yes?
In Tunisia and Lebanon, I had two hobbies, swimming and running.
Yes, what about art?
I'm fond of music and literature. I highly respect the artists and musicians. Music makes me calm.
Who do you listen to the most?
I listen to Abdul Halim, Abdul Wahab, Kulthum, Kadhim Sahir, many other good singers.
Do you listen to Kurdish music too?
I listen to Kurdish music, especially one singer. His name is Shavan.
Shavan.
I like his music.
Oh, you like his music?
His music and words take me away.
Palestinian Consul General says, don't listen to those things people say about us. Listen to things we say. He told me sometimes people say Palestinians are not sympathetic towards Kurds. He says history is the witness on how Palestinians have helped the Kurds and how the two nations are compassionate to each other. He has a project to write the names of all the Kurdish martyrs of the Palestinian Revolution on a wall.